Racing Supercharger for the D series. Super excited. I've wanted one of these for like, I don't know, 10 or 11 years now. And thanks to an awesome subscriber, we're going to pick one up for $800. Really excited about that. So me and Casey are on the road. We're just getting to the highway. And once we get there, we'll go over some more details. So sit tight. Alright, so here's the Supercharger. Jackson Racing Supercharger. Comes with the pulley and the alternator and everything that we need for it. Comes with the AEM fuel rail and the AEM True Time cam gear. It's freaking awesome. This car is really nice, so when he gets it pulled over here, I'll show you the engine.
Yeah, pretty much like two VTECs.
There that is. So what exactly is done to it?
We got the motor out of that total car out there. Looked like it had high compression pistons in it when we used the bore scope for it.
Pretty much just a
It has-
Type R with
Our tuner says it has some big ass cams in it. Has valve trains, you've seen that. But you know, it was like freshly built too. Whoever left it sitting there was not smart whatsoever.
basic bolt-on, nothing special, stock fuel pressure.
I love the Ultra intake manifolds. Those are my favorite.
I gotta get another one now. That was for my built. I have a. Like I was telling him, I have a fully built. It's not built yet, but I got a 4-piston head with the CSS GSR block and everything, and that's what that was for. But
Now you gotta get another.
We're gonna put a 70 millimeter throttle body on the Type R manifold that I had the other day, and I was like, we might as well put the whole manifold on with the 74 millimeter throttle body.
That's awesome. What exactly power did it make again?
193.
Nice.
No, 195.
It says Texas on it, and it's a Honda, so it's perfect for the channel.
Yeah, and it's the Japanese edition.
Not a Japanese edition, but it's a
Blue VIN.
263.
I appreciate you getting that Supercharger to us, cutting us a deal, and
Oh, ain't no problem.
really appreciate it.
Like I
So,
said, anything for the Honda homies.
for sure. Well, I'm gonna get off of the camera real quick, and then we'll hit the road here in a minute. All right, so it's the next day. We got back real late last night and just wanted to crash. So I got the Supercharger home, took it apart last night, ended up wrinkle black painting it, which I'll put a video clip here of that. But yeah, as you can see, it looks really good now. I really like how it looks. I wanted to keep this part silver. Everything looks good. It's all oil has been changed on the Supercharger. Everything's good. He gave us a bunch of belts, and this is the part number for the belts. They're all brand new. That's just as backups. And the bracket and everything, the alternator with it. But this is for an OBD1. So it has the round plug instead of the square. So we're gonna have to swap this bracket onto the OBD2. He gave an AEM cam gear, an AEM fuel rail, a door for Casey, so he'll have a white door on here temporarily because his door's all jacked up and his track, and there's just so many issues with his door itself. And it has a door panel now, so we're gonna put the white door on there as well. What Casey's doing right now is removing the intake manifold. Let me help him real quick. There's
last thing I need to do.
Yeah, there's coolant line too. Sorry guys. But he's going to be taking this intake manifold off his Y8. We're gonna throw the Supercharger on his car just to see how it does. It won't be staying on his car, but we're gonna put it on his car and see how it sounds and go for a little drive, and yeah, so we'll go from there. All right, so this bracket will have to be unbolted. That's what we're gonna do here in a minute. Right here, it's just a 12 millimeter. We're gonna take this bracket and we're gonna transfer it over to his alternator, which typically there's a bracket right here. He just took it out. It's a 14 and a 12. We're gonna put that bracket here, tighten it all down, and then we can take the supercharger and bring it over into his engine bay, and bolt up all the 12 millimeters and connect all the lines. All right, so we've been trying to put the supercharger on, but this spot right here needed dented on the driver's side shock tower, and then the alternator spot is rubbing down here, so we heated the metal up and basically just hammered it with a little sledge. An air hammer would have been way easier since you hit this by accident, or you could just take this off, but heating the area up first is definitely recommended. It dents in so much easier. So now we have to put this bracket on, and the way this bracket goes on, it goes down there like this to where that little screw is facing up. You'll put your 14 millimeter bolt in, the alternator in, and bolt all this in. We're gonna put the belt on before we put the supercharger on, and then we'll just bolt it all down and start hooking everything up. We got the supercharger on, bolted all up, and this specific supercharger I believe fits the 9295 perfectly. The guy we got it from had it in a 9295, didn't require any banging of the strut tower or anything, so it bolts right up in that year. And as you can see, the 96 to 2000 fuel rail does not bolt right up. The mounting tabs are in a different spot, so we have to use the AEM. But in order to use the AEM fuel rail, we have to use the 92 to 95 fuel line, which goes from the fuel filter to this spot, because the 96 to 2000 has a hole, as you can see right there. There's a little hole. This one does not. Luckily, in my car, we have the 92 to 95 fuel rail and fuel line because I'm running a Z6 manifold. So we'll just pull it off of my car, but we have to get a bolt to plug this spot up right here on the AEM fuel rail, because there's supposed to be a little plug right here. And then we'll just put the fuel pressure regulator on, and everything should be good to go. All right, so we got it together. In case you guys didn't know, it goes brown, red, blue, yellow. That's the order that the injector clips go, just in case anyone ever needs to know. So we got it all tightened down. Belt's on, everything's tightened, everything's connected that needs to be connected except for the air filter, but it's just gonna be sitting here for right now. We gotta figure the throttle cable out because this one doesn't fit properly, so I'm gonna have Casey go ahead and try to start it up. We don't have the Honda in yet, or the 525cc injectors. These are just the stocks. We're doing this just to test it out and see if it'll fire up. So go ahead and try. Well, it seems to start up. Give it a rev. Wow, that sounds awesome. Nice. Yeah, we need to tighten that down. He's just going to take it right over here to our buddy's house and just give it a little bit of gas. It will probably lean out. That's why we're not going very far with it, just literally right down the street and back. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut his hood and he'll start it up and go down the street. But in the next video, I will definitely give you guys an update on what's going on with the Supercharger, with the Civic, turboing, and all of that stuff. So definitely stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, drop a comment below, and stay tuned because we have more coming out on the Jackson Racing Supercharger and the orange car. So definitely stay tuned. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.